up the numbers over the last 11 games. 10-1-0, 135 goals against, 949 save percentage, and 2 shutouts during that span. And you heard in the questioning there at post-game, getting a little help up front. This is a team that has only scored 12 goals in their last 9 playoff games. And you said after we saw that first goal, you said it doesn't have to be cute, just shoot the puck at times. Sometimes the dirty goals are the goals that count the most.
Well, I think one thing with Vegas is they've got a really skilled team. They think they can always make the perfect play. And sometimes you just got to grip it and rip it, so to speak, and shoot the puck from all different angles and crash the net, because that's where the goals are going to come from, is just 5 feet in front of that blue paint. And they got 2 of them tonight.
Playoff hockey, simple hockey, pucks and bodies to the net, simplify, and they just go in for you.
You think Vegas kind of tightened it up as the game went on, at least defensively? They gave up 17 shots in that first period, but as the game kind of went along, I know Minnesota had a flurry there at the end, no pun intended, but it seemed like they locked it up defensively as this game went along.
Absolutely, and that's a team that's been through the playoffs. That's what you have to do. You get that 1-goal lead. You don't need any more goals. Now, you don't want to change your style by any means. You still want to keep going, play their same game, but then that one mistake, that one turnover can cost you big time. And right now, with the run support being tough to come by for both squads, they absolutely locked it down and did a great job battling for rebounds and really making it so Fleury didn't have to make, well, as many as second and third chances as he had to do in Game 1.
How good was Marc-Andre Fleury in this game? Game 1, he was tremendous on the losing side, but here he is, good again in Game 2 and gets the victory this time.
I'm just looking at the highlights and thinking, you know, he picks on one guy a game. Like the first game, it was Hartman. You're not going to score. I'm watching the highlights there, and Fiala's got half a dozen grade A chances. No, you're not going to score. So, I mean, these are 2 really good players, and Minnesota crashes the net as good as any team in the league. And he's standing strong. Not only standing strong, he's anticipating everywhere the shot goes. Let's face it, the only shot that beat him in the 75 or so that he's taken was an in-off and a deflection off his own teammates. So this guy is focused, and he's ready to play.
All right, you take a look at Alex Tuch, who had a big game in this game number 2, 2 goals. And, of course, this is a former Minnesota Wild product, a draft pick of the team way back when. When this guy's going, he's big, he's fast, he seems like he can have a big impact on a game, and he certainly did here in Game 2.
He's got all the tools in the toolbox, especially for a playoff performer with that size and that physical ability, the speed, his skill. And anytime as a goal scorer, when you're a goal scorer and you start getting hot, you just want everything to get on your stick, because you just have this confidence that when you shoot the puck, it's going to go in. And right now, he has got that mojo going.
It just seemed like the Wild had all the confidence when it came to playing this Vegas team. Of everybody that's played Vegas, nobody seems to solve them quite like the Minnesota Wild. How were the Vegas Golden Knights able to kind of flip the script in this one?
Well, they hung tough, and, you know, I mean, it wasn't a question to me of flipping the switch. They got a goal, and it was like, oh, man, we can score on this team. And so they came right back out and got the second goal. But, I mean, they're going to have to crawl and scratch for every inch if they want to beat this team, because this team, like, I've watched them an awful lot this year, and they come to play and they don't give up, and when they start feeling it, all 4 lines go, and they're a tough team to beat, and they believe that they're better than Vegas, and they believe they can beat Vegas. So it's going to be interesting when it gets back to St. Paul.
What has stood out to you in the first 2 games of this series, playing out the way you thought it might so far?
Oh, the goaltending, obviously, number 1. Both sides, Talbot and Fleury, have both played spectacular. You know, you're looking for one of these times where the special teams going to come out in this now. If the goaltenders are going to play so well, then you got to look at special teams. Who's going to come up big on the power play to put your team up over the edge?